What is our culture at Intelbus?
We have a culture of how and not a culture of why. When something goes wrong, people start asking, why did that happen? Or why is this happening to me? People don't want the same problems to repeat over and over. So the intention's probably right and honest and sincere. We really want to fix it. If you ask the how question, how are you going to fix it? You're likely to get to the answer faster. And you can always get back to the why question later if you have to. Someone walks into an emergency room, he's bleeding. You don't ask, why is he bleeding? You just go, hey, put pressure on the wound so he won't bleed to death. Okay, now let's figure out how we're going to patch him up. So they're always asking the how question. The order in which you ask questions makes it more likely for you to get to the right answers quicker. So if you ask, how do I fix it? That's the first question. And then the next question, instead of framing it like a why question, you can say, how do I prevent it? That will invariably lead to the same analysis. What is the root cause? For example, you have some kind of ache or pain, and you ask the doctor, oh, why is this happening? Get this scan, get that MRI, do this test, do that test. They're trying to get to the bottom of the why. And it takes time. Sometimes even a learned doctor, surgeon, internal med who has been in that field for years and years may not have all the answers. And even if they may have guesses as to what the right answer is, they still have to conduct a whole bunch of tests to understand if their hypothesis is true. The same goes when you're building software or working on a project. You may encounter a problem. It could be a performance issue. It could be the system's giving a certain kind of error and crashing, and it keeps happening. Usually, if it just happens once and never happens again, it's not a problem. Depends on the impact. If there's something that's happening recurringly, you would certainly want to eliminate it over time or just find workarounds. For example, a system that's always slow in the weekend when you're trying to run a batch process. The why question may not get to the answer fast enough. However, if you ask the how question, you have a clear action. For example, the slowness of the batch may have not necessarily to do with the server or the size of the computer that you have. You could say, let me get a bigger, better server VM computer to run that batch process. So it runs faster, and it may still not run faster because the issue may be with the code that was written or maybe with your database. You definitely have to recurringly peel the layers of the onion to get to the bottom of the problem. And you could keep peeling what's causing that. Why is this happening? But if you follow the how approach, you rationally can get to the same conclusion. You may wonder, oh, what's the difference? The why question may not get you the right outcome. When you ask the why question, it is quite likely that you may find the root cause, but you may end up doing nothing about it. Because you ask the why question, you have discovered the answer, your mind is satisfied with the answer, and there's no other call to action to your mind to do anything about it. Asking the why question may get you the root cause, but it may not incentivize your mind or the people around you to take any action on how to fix the problem. So if you follow the how approach, the mindset becomes, how do I fix the problem and how do I prevent it? Which is, how do I fix the problem now? And then how do I fix it permanently? And that leads to the same discovery, the set of steps, gets you to the bottom, the root cause. Then when you hit the root cause, you have a clear action. You started with the mindset, how do I prevent it permanently, and not, why is this happening? That's why we recommend the how versus the why approach.